Yumpling is one of the hottest food trucks in New York City. It's been serving up Taiwanese fare since it opened for business in 2017.
Thanks for the tip.
This is Chris. He's one of the co-owners, and his day starts early. Every other morning, he picks up the truck at 1 a.m., finds a parking spot in Manhattan or Brooklyn, and sleeps in the truck overnight.
Extra coat, extra scarf. I would just sleep like this.
To understand what it's really like to run a successful food truck in the culinary capital of America, I spent a full day with the Yumpling team. It's about 12:30 a.m. Good morning. Sorry.
Morning.
It's a Tuesday, so we head towards Midtown Manhattan, where the truck parks on Tuesdays and Thursdays. The reason we're meeting in the middle of the night is because, in this business, location is everything. Chris doesn't mind sacrificing sleep to guarantee a good parking spot, though. By the time we arrive, there's already one other food truck parked on the block.
So this is a prime spot. 1221 is our go-to location, so we want to be as close to the front as possible. Get a backup camera. Yep, it's very helpful. Very good investment. This backup camera has helped us many times.
Immediately after parking, Chris turns on the generator. It powers everything, including the fridge and freezer where the food is stored. The way the regulations are set up in New York City, Chris can't just park the truck and leave it there. He has to be in it at all times, so he'll camp out overnight.
The trick is you have to tilt the wheel so the wide side faces up, and then you can stuff everything in here, and then that becomes portable pillow.
And he can't sleep in the back of the truck either.
I'll see you guys in the morning. I'm gonna get
All
my
right.
beauty sleep.
Yeah. Wave goodbye.
Goodbye.
All right.
Goodbye.
I head home to get a few hours of sleep and meet back up with Chris for morning prep at 7.
How was your sleep?
That's a hustle. Listen, man. You do what you gotta do to make your money, man. My boy is out there early in the morning getting it done.
Last night. Did you get any hours?
It was good. I got more sleep than I usually get. I got 5 hours of sleep.
He and the rest of the team prepare salads,
Yeah.
pre-fried chicken, cook rice, and label containers.
Sometimes it's a little tough because in the winter we don't have a heater in the truck, so it's pretty cold. In the summer it's pretty hot and we don't really have an AC, so but I guess it's just part of the process.
So he got no heat, no AC, y'all. So basically, spring and fall is probably his best times. Other than that, summer and winter, nightmare.
That's how you just have to get used to.
The window opens at 11:30 a.m., but customers start lining up for dumplings and fried chicken sandwiches as early as 11. The beef bowl is a crowd favorite.
Got here right before they opened, so I think I was the third one in line, but I recognized 5 minutes later down the street, so glad I got here when I did.
Because I saw the long lines like basically every day I passed through, so I just want to try why this one is so different.
Nothing draws a crowd in New York City like a long line at a food truck. By 11:50, the beef bowl has already sold out.
Yeah, it is a running joke that it's a myth.
Yeah.
That it doesn't exist.
It does exist, guys.
Throughout the day, they'll accumulate parking tickets.
A lot of people will say, oh, trucks are great because you don't have to pay rent. Well, you do in different ways. So like getting parking tickets daily is one of the ways that you end up paying. The tickets are all approximately the same price. So usually the cheapest ones we'll get are about $65 and the most expensive ones are in the hundreds. And then you can get as many as 2 or 3 per day on a bad day. Sometimes, a lot of days you don't get any.
Yumpling can serve up to 250 customers in just 3
That's crazy to basically know that you're gonna get parking tickets and just basically put that a part of your cost is wild.
hours.
You guys got anything left?
We got chicken rice bowl.
I'll take that.
Hold on, let me go back.
Sometimes, a lot of days you don't get any.
Yumpling can serve up to 250 customers in just 3 hours.
You guys got anything left?
We got chicken rice bowl.
I'll take that.
Perfect.
Yeah, chicken rice.
Awesome.
It's 2:30. They're about to close up shop. The only things they had left were dumplings and the chicken bowl, and they just sold out of both of those. So, successful day.
On a good day, we can go through approximately, I would say, 12 to 1400 dumplings.
In terms of number of covers, we'll do, I'd say like 200 to 250 covers in a 3-hour window. Cover is like is one person ordering at the window. So it will include people who order multiple items. Yeah, that's still just one cover.
And so you've been awake for over 24 hours. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Good, I always feel good. But I might crash in about a
You know why he feels good? Because he's still at the end of the day running his own business. And that's a wonderful feeling.
couple hours, but I feel good right now.
You look good.
Chickens, wake you up, guys!
The team will head back to Long Island City around 3 p.m. to do a deep clean of the truck and then replenish it for the next day. At 6 p.m., after hours on the truck, their workday is finally done.
The whole food truck game is not just all happy and fun, just like any other job, any other startup. You know, there's a lot of work behind the scene that people don't know. We pride ourselves on doing what we do because, you know, I think the biggest joy for us is to serve people what we enjoy doing. It's just very satisfying, very rewarding. At the end of the day, I would say all aspects that are tough is not really that tough when we see people giving us compliments, giving us a good review. That makes everything worth it.
Yeah, Chris lives on Yelp.
Yeah.
You guys want to give him a Yelp review? He lives for it.
Yeah.
That was amazing. That was inspiring. Just to see the level of dedication, the amount of work they put in, that's super inspiring to me. Just being able to see them get up so early, like he's out there at 1 a.m. to find a parking spot, sleeping in the truck until 7, then have to do all the prep work. Then after prep work, then you have to start actually selling the merchandise, open up, start selling to the people, you know, and then by 2:30 it's all gone. So although it was a lot of prep work, the actual work hours, like selling the food to the customers, is not even that long, because they said they opened up at 11 and by 2:30 they were closed. You know what I'm saying? But then they have to drive back to Long Island City, clean out the truck, you know, and then do all their prep work for the next day. So they weren't finished until 6 p.m. So although that small window of time they sold, you know, they still have a very long day because of the time they start to actually find the parking. Then, you know, their day is just crazy. But that's what it's like to own a business, guys. When you start your own business, you have to work harder for yourself and for your business than you would at a regular 9 to 5. There's no such thing as overtime, because you're going to always put in the extra time. It's a grind if you want to be successful. So huge shout outs to them, man. What great hustle, man.